Match 54 and the final one of the league phase for the Rajasthan Royals as well as the Kolkata Knight Riders. This is Maruti Suzuki presents ESPN Cricinfo T20 timeout. Rajasthan are all but out of it. So as we look at takeaways from this franchise for this season, Gautam, let's talk about Sanju Samson. Funny enough, these were his best returns in the IPL in one season as a batter. Though has he had that sort of impact? Has he lived up to the potential that we all see in him for you?
He does that every year in the IPL. But till the time you don't convert that into when you're playing for India, it really doesn't matter. You don't want to become an IPL star when you've got so much of talent. Whenever he gets that opportunity playing for India, he end up just losing it. And you're not going to get too many opportunities, the kind of talent there is in India. So yes, every year he'll come, he'll score a brilliant 100, he'll score a couple of hundreds, he'll get 400, 500 runs because he bats at number 3. He's got all the talent in the world. Everyone loves him in India when they watch IPL. But unfortunately, for me, he's just become an IPL star, which is very unfortunate with the kind of talent he has. Yes, he's got 500 odd runs, but for me, I think it's about the team where they finish. Because when you're leading the side, your runs do not matter, and in a team sport, anyways, your runs do not matter.
In both legs, Bish, in India and in UAE, he's averaging over 40. These are great returns if you look at it in isolation. But you just feel come the big night, like that day against Mumbai Indians, where Rajasthan were better placed than other teams for a playoff spot. You just didn't see the best of Samson.
No, it's unfortunate. I'll reflect on the season, and it's more than the aesthetics of his runs. The captaincy seemed to have brought out something a little extra in him, a little more responsibility being taken. The way that he's paced some of the innings that he's played. Unfortunately, he reverted against Mumbai Indians, playing an ill-advised shot, not assessing the pitch as quickly. That could be said for most of the Rajasthan Royals batsmen, to be honest. But I like a bit of what I've seen. I've seen a slight difference in the way that he's paced his tempo better. He's 26 years of age now, so time is kind of running out for him. So it's what's in the mind of Sanju rather than technical.
Hmm. Do you see the franchise retaining him? Is it as straightforward as that, Gotham?
Yes, 100%. They have no other option. They've just given him the captaincy, so hopefully they're going to build this team around him and around his captaincy, and he's only going to get better because first year as IPL captain is never easy because it's such a great platform, and at the same time it's so high intensity cricket and quality cricket that sometimes you can be put under pressure and your captaincy skills can be tested to the hilt. And
Hmm.
yes, they will have to retain him, but for me, I think most importantly, they should not only see him as an IPL player because see at one stage of his career he was ahead of Rishabh Pant and Ishan Kishan. Now Ishan Kishan and Rishabh Pant are both in the T20 side and he's nowhere near. So
Hmm.
hopefully this captaincy will get the best out of him and probably will mature him not only as a captain but as a player as
Mm.
well. Whenever if ever he gets an opportunity to play for India, this captaincy might just help him to be a better batter and a more responsible batter.
You go with that, Bish. He is the premium Indian batter of this franchise, so they obviously would like to invest in him and build the next team as well around Samson.
Of course, I mean, it's his most prolific season ever. He's scored runs at an average over 40. He scored more runs in this season than he's ever done before. He seems to be carrying the responsibility a little bit better. There's still room for improvement, to be quite honest. It's what they put around him, the overseas players that they pick. Those batters that they've picked, everyone wants to bat up the top. They've got Evan Lewis and Yashasvi Jaiswal doing well in this UAE leg. So that augurs well for them, particularly with Jaiswal being a domestic player. If they can choose their overseas players wisely, Jofra Archer was brilliant for them last year. Then with Sanju's form, I think it augurs well a better future for them. Um, I just want to touch on that captaincy thing there. The maturity that he showed during this IPL, he needs to build on it because there's still more work to do. It's taken far too long for Sanju's talent to reach to this level. So I am fingers crossed that he kicks on and gets another international opportunity.
Hmm. All right, one more appearance, I think, for Sanju Samson against Kolkata Knight Riders this season. Thank you very much, Gautam Gambhir and Ian Bishop. This was Maruti Suzuki presents ESPN Cricket 4020 timeout.
We call it people technology.